Is a superhero someone who has rules that they never break, no matter what? Or is it someone that does the right thing for the greater good, even if the right thing is horribly, horrifically evil? Jessie ran across the playground to the swing set. "Be safe, honey," her dad said, sitting on the bench, looking at his phone. Jessie ran towards the swing and jumped on it, stomach first, swinging out higher and higher and higher on the swing. "Whee!" Jessie said. "Higher!" "That's nice, sweetheart," her dad said. Jessie swung higher and higher and higher, but then she looked up at the sky. Something blue in the sky looked down at her. It was smiling at her. Jessie put her hands up and waved at the blue thing in the sky. And suddenly, the blue thing in the sky made her hand blue, too. "Daddy, look at this," Jessie said, showing her father her blue hand. But her father didn't pay attention. Suddenly, the blue went down Jessie's arm, spreading all over her body. Jessie screamed. She fell off the swing. Her father's eyes widened. He ran across the playground towards her, and yet the blue encompassed Jessie's face. Her father disappeared. Jessie looked around. The bustling neighborhood was quiet. She heard an explosion of a truck hitting another truck in an intersection. "Hello?" Jessie said. She turned around in the neighborhood, walking through the playground. She saw her father's clothes on the ground, his wallet, but not him. "Daddy?" Jessie said, confused, traumatized. She looked up at the blue thing in the sky. "Where's my daddy?" she said. The blue thing in the sky made a sad expression, a really sad expression. It was like a little moon with a little girl's face. "I'm just trying to play too," the little moon said. "I didn't mean to kill nobody." Jessie grabbed the little moon out of the sky and looked at it. It was only in the palm of her hand, and yet daytime became nighttime. Jessie looked out over her decimated neighborhood, with steamy figures coming out of the sky, down from above. Jessie looked at the little moon in her hand. "Where's my daddy?" she said. But the little moon cried and cried and cried. Jessie wandered the land full of night, looking for someone. She was hungry and tired, but most of all, she was scared. She didn't know where her dad was, where her mom was. She didn't know where her friends were. She walked through her school. She walked through her neighborhood, and yet nobody was there. Just piles of clothes on the ground. Even though Jessie was only 6 years old, she had the feeling that she did something wrong. But when she saw the men in the silvery armor walking towards her, she didn't feel sad. She felt relieved. "Oh God," one of the men in the silver armor said. "She's just a kid. That's okay." One of the men in the silvery plate armor walked up to Jessie. "What's that in your hand, princess?" But Jessie was afraid of the man in the silvery plate armor. She couldn't see his eyes. "Get back," Jessie said. She held up the little moon and pointed it towards the men in the silver armor. They tried to dive for cover, but the little moon turned them into smoke. Jessie ran into her school's gymnasium and put herself into a ball and went to sleep. When Jessie woke up, she was surrounded by men in silvery armor. "Get away from me," Jessie said. She tried to grab the little moon, but it wasn't there. It was in a box far across the gymnasium. "Give me my moon back," Jessie said. "You want to do this?" one of the silvery men said. "Come on, man, she's just a kid." Jessie's eyes glowed with moon energy. "Give me my moon back!" The silvery men disappeared into smoke, leaving just the box with the little moon. Jessie opened it and saw the little moon crying and crying and crying. "It's all right," Jessie said, holding onto the little moon. "Mommy's here. Mommy will protect you." Jessie walked around her neighborhood in the eternal night. There were no more men in silvery costumes that she could see. Their armors were gone, melted into smoke. They didn't leave their clothes behind like Jessie's daddy did. Jessie had an idea, a dark idea, a sad idea, that maybe her daddy wasn't going to come back, that maybe he wasn't hiding, and yet Jessie couldn't think that. She had a little moon to protect. She was so hungry, and the little moon looked hungry too. She walked to an abandoned fruit stand and tried to feed the little moon an apple, but the little moon wouldn't eat it. "Come on," Jessie said. "You have to eat." The little moon took a bite of the apple and looked up at Jessie and laughed, giggled like a baby. Jessie laughed too. "It's okay," Jessie said. "We'll find Daddy. He's just hiding." As she walked through the neighborhood with the blue, starry sky full of golden stars, Jessie wondered where the men in the silvery costumes were hiding too. They had disappeared in a moment, teleported, like strange ghosts. But Jessie didn't care. The men in the silvery suits, they weren't nice. And yet, down from the starry sky, Jesse saw him, a flying man in a gray costume. Everybody knew who this man was. The Defender, the Earth's greatest superhero. Defender, Jesse said. Look! She showed the little moon the Defender, and the little moon started crying, but Jesse didn't know why. The Defender landed in front of Jesse. Jesse noticed that his skin, which was supposed to be unbreakable, was flickering away, turning into smoke. She could see the red blood in his cheeks, and his eyes were looking too wide for his face. He looked like a skeleton as he walked up to Jesse. You must be Jesse, the Defender said. He made a smiling expression, but Jesse was a little sad. Don't take my little moon away from me, Jesse said. She held the little moon close, and the Defender kneeled in front of her. The skin was flickering away now. Jesse could see his blood vessels, his arteries, and yet he was still kneeling in front of her, still withstanding the effect that came from the little moon. He wasn't turning into smoke like everybody else. The Defender was strong. Are you going to help me find my dad? Jesse said. Yes, the Defender said. And with no mercy, nothing in his heart, the Defender reached out and crushed the little moon in Jesse's hand. Jesse screamed and cried as the sky turned back to normal, a normal sky, as the uncomfortable night silence turned into screaming, sirens, wailing, as there were bones and blood on the floor, bones and blood that Jesse didn't see before. Her eyes widened in horror. She pointed at the Defender, but the Defender mercilessly put his hand into Jesse's chest. Ow! Jesse said, looking at his hand in her chest. The Defender smiled, a sad smile. You're going to see your daddy now, the Defender said. Are you going to be a brave little girl for me? Jesse looked at the Defender's eyes. You hurt me, but you're a superhero, Jesse said. I know, Princess, the Defender said. His eyes were full of tears going down his face. Don't cry, Jesse said, wiping the tears from the superhero's cheeks. She felt sleepy, really sleepy. She went to sleep. The death toll from the first contact of the moon gods with Earth, 270,000 people.